Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Coffee Run Live, episode 445. I have officially made it. I am here. The world can go back to normal. Nicola has shown up. It is okay. And everyone can now tune on in. And I apologize for being late. It's really interesting. I have been in meetings with roller derby actually this morning, and it's been really my cup to keep me warm. Good morning. And it's been really interesting, trying to problem solve and strategize around this, not only this newest wave of, lockdowns in metro and trying to mitigate around that, but trying to kind of like navigate everything is kind of interesting. So that was my day so far this morning. So thank you for bearing with me and for still tuning in. I'm very, very appreciative. Don't know where you are. Let me know whereabouts in the world you are. Please regale me with your tales of warmth and beaches and everything that is everything opposite to cold, please, because it's freaking freezing here. It's really cold, really cold. Hey, Jessica, we are lucky. We have got the sun out today. Yesterday, there was no sun. We had fog all day long. It was horrible. I officially hate winter, and it makes it even more sucky that Queensland have banned us, where no Victorians are allowed in New South Wales or Tasmania or Queensland, which means that any hopes that we had about going to the beach to warm up are gone. Done. Kaput. Because the beaches in Victoria are the opposite of warm. Jess, the beach is here but no warmth. But at least you've got the beach and hopefully there's some sun peeking on through. I don't know. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things this morning that I'm really excited about. Oh, look, I washed my hair this morning, and look, it's a halo. How funny. That's really annoying. So, a couple of things that I wanted to unveil to you. You may or may not have known that I'm writing a book at the moment, and check this out. This is the workbook that I've had produced that actually goes along with the book. So you get the PDF version of all of this, but you can also have your very own, hi Joe, that's a boring page. I don't know why I showed you that one. You can have your very own in-hand copy workbook that goes along with your copy of Into the Spotlight when that comes through. I know, Jess, it is so fun. Like, we've got all of the activities. Gwen even features in there. You can do this. Really freaking excited about it. We've got like a thing on content spinning. Oh, I'm in love with it. I love it. I'm so happy. So I can't wait. There's going to be some, when the book goes to print, which is not very far away. I think it's the 20th of July. We're going to have some of these little puppies to go along with it in different bundles and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that. The other thing that I'm really insanely excited about is SOAR and the SOAR Collective mastermind coaching training program that I unleashed yesterday. I'm sure some of you saw it. There was the very fabulous fonts and the leopard print rippling through it. And if you haven't seen it, I'm really, when you create something, you're like, that's actually really kind of cool. I really love that. And it's that kind of thing where it was just like, I really like this branding. It always pays to be in love with your own stuff, right? Nicole, morning love, great idea, takes the book to the next level. Yeah, because, thank you, it does. And I mean, you can have the free PDF, like it'll come with a PDF that you can download, but to have it all in like a fancy book thing, I think it's fabulous. And I actually also think that people are more likely then to do the activities, right? If something, to me, if it looks good, sounds good, feels good, and it's got that really kind of cool tactile thing to it, then I'm like, yes, I'm in. Oh my gosh, my nail polish matches my book. That wasn't even planned. How funny is that? So funny. So the thing that I also wanted to talk to you about is SOAR. So SOAR, I've been thinking about the last little bit just about what what I've seen playing out, particularly in Australia at the moment, and obviously the UK, you guys have had a really rough trot, and the US isn't looking too much better, actually. And I think the thing that I'm really seeing is this need for a community, a longer term community of people who are all kind of like, egging each other on and celebrating each other and doing the things that are necessary. And a lot of people I know, I've had conversations with clients about this. It's almost like with this second wave and this new wave of things that have come out, particularly for Victoria, but also it's made people in other states feel really concerned. It's like it kind of spikes anxiety, right? And that then sparks overwhelm, and that then sparks doubt, and that then sparks procrastination, and that then sparks, oh my God, what the heck am I doing? And so I was thinking about this last week, actually. I'm like, right, well, what would be the best thing? And this is actually the way that I create programs, you guys. It's like as I'm journaling, I'm like, what is the best thing that I feel like I need, or that I feel like other people need right now in order to get to where it is that you want to be and not feel alone, right? I think there's nothing worse. I was chatting to a client this morning, and we were talking about anxiety, actually, and chatting about how she was feeling and a couple of things that you can do to break that, like the vortex of like, oh my God, this is all, things are going out of my control, and how to kind of like fix that. And I said, this is what I do. This is what I deal with. And she said, what? Do you deal with this, like being anxiety? And I'm like, yeah, I do, actually. And I think that this is something that maybe doesn't get talked about. I know that you guys know that I'm really quite open about this kind of stuff, and I think mental health is a really important conversation to have. And yeah, I do struggle with anxiety at different times, but the things for me that really help is having a very clear set of guidelines, almost like lines on the road, right? Where I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm doing, and all I need to do is stay inside the lines. And if I kind of like waver off a little bit, it's just like, come back in. And the things that I rely on to do that is certainly mentors. I certainly rely on, there's a couple of different communities of people that I'm in that I really rely on to kind of like swing me back when things kind of get a little bit skew-iff. And I guess like in my journaling, I was like, well, does it feel like, what does it feel like I need to do right now? And what does it feel like I need to share? And what do I feel like I really need to be saying? And I think that's, we don't get to where we want to be on our own, right? And there's always things that come up. And I think the thing that I've been really focused on over the last 6 months has been training, which is really great, training my clients in how to do different things. And I think one of the things that I know I'm really fucking great at is coaching people to get out of their own way. So less of really good at training people too, but the thing I was thinking is like, I feel like people need more coaching, more, what's coming up for you, right? This is how you circumvent that, and then off you go, as with a combination of the training. And that was how I created the SOAR Collective. So I'm really proud of this program. And I think the thing that I really kind of love about it in terms of the timing, which it's, funny how things work, right? The timing of this is just like, I know so many of you are like, you're either locked down or you're fearing another lockdown, and it's kind of like, well, fuck, what am I going to do? Well, instead of floating around and getting worried about things that are outside of your control, what you can do is come back into just being inside these white lines and just doing the things that you can control, doing the things that you you need to do, and using any time that you've got really smartly, wisely, efficiently, and effectively, but not on your own. And that was really what I was thinking about. It's like, I've seen so many people a lot of my clients actually over the last few months really thrive. Their businesses thrive despite all of the things that are going on in the world. And it's a really, I think about, I really don't like, they do the work, right? So I can't take credit for their results. I can't take credit for the work that they've done, because they've shown up, they've done the work, they've knuckled down, they do the mindset work, they do their sales activities, they do their thing, they're putting out offers, they're showing up, and they're really leading their people. And to me, you know, that's the mark of a leader, of a trailblazer, of someone who can actually create really massive impact. And that's really why I created SOAR, because you don't want to lose any momentum. You don't want to do this on your own. You don't want to buy into any self-sabotage and things like that. So the SOAR Collective is open and officially ready for you to jump in. But here's the thing. So one spot's already gone this morning. Actually, one spot had been snapped up before 9 o'clock, I think before 9 a.m. So how's this? For the first 10 people, I might actually put this in here. The first 10 people, just because I'm like, all right, you guys, this has to be like a fuck yes. I want you to look at this stuff and just be like, fuck yes, I don't want to do this on my own. I want to get out there. I know I need to be more visible. I need to stop buying into my own bullshit. I've got to get out of my own way. You know, and I was like, all right, so how can I help you eliminate some of that fear? Because I know that there's some fear there, right? How can I help you eliminate some of that fear? So for the first 10 people, one's gone. You get Contentology for 3 months, which is really cool. You get access to $1 Million Mindset audio program. There's a bonus SOS call with me, and you get $50 worth of cash. So I think by the time I looked at it, it was $500 worth of bonuses for the first 10 people to come through, which is just insane. And I am so happy to have already given one of those away. So that's really fun. So the thing is with this program though, is only 30 people. I'm only putting 30 people in here. It's you, me, and 29 other fabulous humans together for the next 3 months. And the reason I was thinking about 3 months, I was just like, you know, for 3 months, if we're talking each week, you're going to have massive acceleration. You're going to have massive clarity. You're going to have massive results, because that's just what happens. And I think most importantly, you're going to see that you can get a whole lot more out of you more efficiently without having to work more hours, right? So I don't want you working any more hours than what you are right now. In fact, I probably want you working less hours. If you're working crazy hours, I think I work, at the moment, I was chatting with my husband about this, I probably work like a good maybe 4 hours a day, maybe 5 hours a day. I'm in here for a lot longer than that because I'll procrastinate or I'll do stuff or whatever. But, you know, really for that kind of thing, it's just like, yeah, I just think it just needs to be done. And if you can do less work, then that's amazing. But more efficiently and more effective. Jess, what day would the weekly calls be, so you know? I'm going to open it up to the group. So I'm going to let you guys decide on that. I'm really open to whatever it is. So I want to make sure that the calls are okay for each time zone. So I know you're Perth. So what we'll do is we'll put it out there, and hopefully we can make it okay for everyone, or for most people. All of the calls are recorded, so you're not going to run into trouble about that. And all your questions will be answered. So you've been part of my stuff before, and I know that this is crazy awesome. I think it's crazy awesome. I think we all need to think that our own stuff is crazy awesome, don't you think? And there's a few different levels in there. So depending on what you want, I mean, it starts at $300 a month, or that's not true. $330 a month, I think. And then it, just depending on how much time you want with me, depending on what you want, how much access you want, there's kind of sliding scales. So the really cool thing is, like, whether you're like Jess and you've been in my stuff for a little bit, then, you can choose. Jess, yes, I looked last night. I'm in. Yay! I'm so excited. That's awesome. Jump in on the first turn so you get all the other bonuses as well. So that's really, that's SOAR. And I want this to be something that is really kind of collaborative. I want this to be something that you guys can really feel like you've got almost like a sense of ownership around, and that this is a kind of community that you want to hang out in. And that's really what it's about, right? Jess, I'll do it now. I have half the bonuses already. Yes! I might think of something fun to send you, something else really fun to send you. Because you have got half those bonuses. That's really funny. So I think the other thing, that I think is really important, and this is really about how you go about creating your own programs. Oh, Jess, I like the way what you've just done. She said, maybe you can gift mine to the 11th person. Ooh, isn't that lovely? How nice. Maybe we can do that. And I'll actually say somebody gets Jess's because she's been so generous. Ooh, I might do that. Ooh, how fun. Cool beans. Thinking about the programs that you want to create, there's very rigid ways of creating programs, right? And the rigid way is, well, I need my program to be 6 modules and I need to include this. I'm going to go and write the manual. I'm going to go and, pre-record all of the videos. And, I'm saying that in a funny voice because I'm poking shit at myself because that's how I used to create programs, right? I was very, so rigid in some of my thinking, or in the sense that it was like, well, I've got to make sure I'm ticking off all of these things. And what I was thinking with the SOAR Collective is like, I can sit here and prescribe to you. Yeah, we'll talk about marketing and we'll talk about mindset and we'll talk about training, anything that you guys need, I'll make sure that you get over the next 90 days. But what was really, I guess, like what I was thinking about is like, I want it to be a little bit, led by you, if that makes sense. Rather than me sitting here being like little Miss Dictator person, like, yeah, I'm going to stop talking. Instead of me being like the dictator person, like I think some of the things that have worked brilliantly, and Jess, when you were in the circle, going back a few years ago, even the conversations, like the coaching conversations that we had were just so, I reckon they were just so powerful, and I've really missed them. So I was like, I think that that's a really big thing that people need right now is that coaching, the coaching training combo, and having a really freaking amazing community around you. So Jess, something new has just sparked from this live stream and I'm excited. Yes, so good. This is how it works. I was saying to you, I've been, I'm in my activewear because I've been in sports meetings and I haven't worked out yet this morning. I'm going to go do that after I get off here. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to talk about today? And this was sitting all wrapped up on my chair. The postman's been, and I'm like, oh, I can talk about that. I can talk about SOAR and we'll see what comes up. So I'm glad that the magic has worked, Jess. That makes me ridiculously happy. So happy. So that's SOAR. We go for 3 months. We start officially on the 20th of July, but you can come in anytime now. As we've said, there's only 30 spots, and if they're all gone in the next week, then that's it. It'll be done. So get in on the first 10. You've seen the comment in here. Although what's really annoying about that? Oh no, I've got the you guys can see the link in here, right? Jess, can you see the link? What the heck is going on with my phone? How do you know we're live? This is how you know we're live. I'm not feeling particularly glamorous today, you guys. I feel like this is not a very good screenshot of me. Okay, can we edit a pinned comment? Yeah, you can. You can. FYI, you can edit a pinned comment. So rs.com.au/SOAR. So I've just made it so that you can see the first 10 of all of that. And then there's the link in there for SOAR. So, okay, that's great. Thanks, Jess. Amazing. So that's the SOAR Collective. And the other thing that I was thinking actually about this too was about, making it really accessible. What do I feel like I need? What am I hearing from my clients? And it's just like, yep, okay, this is just what needs to happen. And for me, that opened the whole floodgates in my journal of going like, okay, so I can put that in there, and I can put this in there, and I can put this in there, and I can do this. And then like all of the sales copy came out, been tinkering around with different sales pages. And I was just like, it all just went like bang, 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 bang. So, you know, when you do things from that real place of alignment and things feeling right, that's when it just kind of like goes, and all the fun stuff just starts to kind of happen. So that is the unveiling today. The first thing being the Into the Spotlight companion workbook in hard copy with all of the fun things in there, so you can work through and do the journaling and do all of that stuff that you know is really important. These will come out when the book comes out, because I don't have those in hand just yet. That's not going to happen until next month, but I was just really excited to open that. And of course, the SOAR Collective is open and ready as well. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I can't wait to hear what you guys do and what you come up with. What is it that you want to focus on over the next 90 days? Regardless if you're in SOAR or if you're not, doesn't really matter. Although the SOAR Collective is the place to be for the next 90 days, in case you missed that memo. But what is it that you are focusing on for the next 90 days? How are you creating your own white lines, your road lines, so that you can stay within those and stay really focused on working your passion, living your purpose, getting your marketing happening, making all the stuff that you really want to do? What are you putting in place to stay within the rails? Because it's really freaking easy, as I was saying, to kind of let all of the other things that are happening and going on derail you. So how are you mitigating that? I'd love to hear what you're doing, and just because I'm really curious to hear what you guys are doing. So put that in the comments. Let me know what you're working on over the next 90 days. And remember, all you need to do is get out there, go help some people. Remember to have fun doing it. And please, most of all, remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesomeness. I'm really excited to welcome you into the SOAR Collective. You can see the links in the comments there. If you are listening on the audio version, the link is www.nicolamoras.com.au/SOAR, SOAR. All right, everybody, have fun, and I will speak with you tomorrow. Bye.